So I will show you some work. Uh, so I generally use a wide range of medium for the realization of my art pieces, Um but I have not finished the panel paintings. Um, I'm continuously experimenting with new materials and technologies that mostly result in new works. Um, I often deal with sacred topics, but the basic elements and the sheer geometry is also in the focus in my attention. Um, the themes of my works, it's inspired of uh, religions, the sacred topics, and the art history also. Um, I made videos, installations, and I would like to show you the installation what I made with just spot lamps. I just used fog, and I flooded the space with fog, and the parallel lines makes some kind of wall or a way, a passage in the space. The audience can go through the gate, and this a kind of corridor or something like that. So I wanted to make something without material and to feel a big space without anything, just light. And it's a kind of anti architecture, maybe like the porticus work that I will show you now. The porticus is also an installation with lights and fog. I just made special lamps which are also lighted parallel lines, and the lines made columns in the space. So it reminds ancient churches or museums. Just the gallery disappeared. So there was a ancient feeling without gallery walls, but the installation is always changing. When the space is empty without fog, you can see anything in the space. And the basic elements like the orb or the sheer geometry is also in my focus. I made an orb. Swords hanging above from the ceiling, and paper pieces drawing the surface of the orb. And after 4 years later, I made another orb work. So the recent one is a further development of the previous installation, which I had the possibility to build in a huge and empty Baroque church. This time the construction was only the upper half of the orb, hanging from above, reaching the level of the floor. I flooded the area under the orb with water, and I just left the passage for the people to walk um, walk through the orb. The diameter was almost 8 meters, and I'm light illuminated the space with black light. So the space was totally dark, and just the paper pieces lighted in the space.